Yeah, hello? Okay, thanks for letting me know. It was connected to my laptop mic, not my... How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Whoops, it's connected to the wrong microphone. Thanks for letting me know, Eternal Flame. Thanks. Yeah, Satoru, what's good? Satoru Gojo, Source King. Yeah, I was answering a bunch of you guys. Getting there. Oh, and now my phone's playing. Wait, gotta turn that down so I can see on my phone. How are you? I'm alright, how are you? Chandra, how are you? Sukuna Tank 200. Oh, I gotta talk about all of it, man. I gotta talk about all of it. Hey, what's good? What's good? Juzo. Lou, how you doing, Lou? Gojo in 5? Still muted? Alright, nice try. Nice try, man. Thanks, I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know. That would have been disastrous. Kaneki, what's good? The real Gojo Satoru, the real one. Tiberius? Tiberius? How do you say it? My man, Willie Jerome. Wait, first of all, William says Gojo stock's not looking good. I'll get into that, but Jerome, sorry, Jerome 5 gifted memberships. My man, to a lot of people. To I guess 5. Much appreciated. That's really sweet. Thank you. Thanks, man. What an absolute legend. If you got a gifted sub by Jerome, make sure to thank him. Shout Jerome for that. Much appreciated. W Jerome, yes. There we go. There are the alerts. What's up? How you doing, Animatrix? How you doing? Peak chapter. Oh my god, there's so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about. All right, I'll let it play a couple more times. The best of Furenda, and then I'll pause it because it goes crazy. Whenever someone gives us like, I need to fix that. But much love, Jerome. That's a legend. Are you still Team Gojo? Of course, bro. I got so many opinions. Okay, I'll wait. I'll read what you guys say for a minute or two. For 1 or 2 more minutes, I'll just read chat, and then once everyone's in, I mean, we already got like a lot of people here. I'll actually get into all my thoughts, so I don't have to repeat anything. Let's see what do you guys think? You know, before I say what I think, right? I'll give it like 2 or 3 minutes, let everyone come through. What do you guys think? I'm curious. Let me make a poll as well. Let me make a poll: Team Gojo or Team Sukuna? All right, this because this chapter was like, depending on your agenda. Agendas are going crazy, man. Because depending on your agenda, you could say this is a great chapter for Gojo. You could say this is a great chapter for Sukuna. I've seen people misinterpreting things and like just for their agendas, man. Agendas are going wild. Whose side are you on? All right, Gojo, the present strongest. Translations out, by the way. Just so you guys know, translations are indeed out early. So like it's great. It's actually really cool. Sukuna, the history's strongest. All right, let's see what people are saying. Let's see. Come on, I want to see who you guys will think of. Yeah, shout out Jerome as well, man. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. Jerome Simmons, man. Absolute Chad. Utahime was good. Yeah, Utahime as well. Finally getting to see Utahime. Oh. Gojo's obviously not scared. I mean, he was like talking mad shit. Gojo hiding purple. He was not hiding in this chapter. 10 out of 10, like the spoilers. Hype is real. A booty, good to see you. Saint Sleepy, Greedy, Eternal Flame, Apostle. Gojo's hiding Rainbow is what you mean. I'm just saying that Rainbow Maximum might be coming. I'm with the champion, not the fraud challenger. I'm with the champion. Gojo, I'm getting... Okay, Gojo's winning, but it's starting to even out. Peak manga. This is really good. Okay. To break it down, what I think people are going crazy with their agendas, man. Like, to the point people are being disingenuous. Okay, first of all, no one looked bad this chapter. No one, not even Gojo. Or Sukuna. I know Sukuna lost an arm and Gojo's purple, like, didn't kill Sukuna. Neither of them actually looked bad. It just looked great. So, oh man, here's someone else. Basically, Gojo's a fraud, he needed a buff. Actually, the Utahime buff was only 120%. The 80% buff was from himself doing the max incarnation. So because he actually did all the hand signs and the movement, people thought all 200% came from Utahime. It's actually just 20%. If you looked at the spoilers, you would think that, but actually the translations confirmed. Hey, my best of Furendo, my man. Eternal Flame, all I'm saying is get ready for max gold. Yeah, silver, gold, it's all coming. It's actually all coming, man. The green, yellow. Who do you think killed the higher up? So I'm actually going to get into that now. Let me change the background. Oh, this background is so cool with Sukuna, but it's just making it lag. It's making my laptop lag. So by extension, the stream as well. Let's see. I was going to put, maybe, but maybe no, actually. Maybe Gojo. Maybe Gojo. The strongest in the present day is what it said, the present era. Oof, look at that. Look at that. That's good. Also, the chat is bugged as well for some reason. It's not showing it on the screen. I just realized that. 20% is still big? Yeah, it's definitely big, definitely. People, the Sukuna thing is crazy because I didn't dodge it. I mean, it's possible, I guess. But either A, he used a curse technique to block it, like something, maybe the Madoka did or something, I don't know. We just didn't see it. B, like it could be any curse technique, something we haven't even seen. B, he used a binding vow, that's always possible, where he sacrificed his arms to take the hollow purple. So similarly to what Hakari did with Kashimo, because we've seen you can do that in the moment. Or C, if he actually tanked it with his bare arms, no binding vow, no curse technique, that is crazy. No, I'm just saying, like, if he did that, I actually have no words. Like, that is just too insane. And people don't realize this. Kenny did as well. Higher ups, so Kenny did. Actually, it was, by the way, it wasn't Gojo. It's probably not Gojo who killed higher ups. We actually saw that last chapter who killed them. So I should get into that actually after this. Gojo simply pulled it. I don't think he did the warning shot Kaneki. I mean, I'd love for that to be true, but I don't see him doing that. Like, if he could have killed... Stream died? Did it actually? Wait, are we good? Is stream good? It's back? Okay, did it die, guys? Okay, never mind. Crazy agenda Kaneki. Man, what is going on today? Like, the chat is not showing. Like, what? The microphone wasn't working. Okay, whatever. I guess it's just one of those days. Pretty much, I do think this made both of them look good because basically now we fine. Never lol. We good? We're good. Okay, we're good. All right, good to hear. Basically, stream is back again, so it was gone. Okay, it died for a sec. Yeah, something's up on my internet, man. Who knows? Urume would have died. Okay, basically, yeah. Is it a binding vow? Maybe. I'm leaning more towards the binding vow. It could have been a curse technique we haven't seen. Maybe it was something we have seen before and it's just used now, like the Madoka did or something. Or again, it could just be tank Davis. Like, that's crazy. How do you tank? Basic, because the hollow purple basically collides the two infinities of the red and blue, so it collides motion and reversal to create an imaginary mass, so an imaginary technique, an imaginary mass. That is the hollow purple. It literally erases matter. It is an existence erasure technique. How do you stop that with like reinforcement and output alone? Like, seriously, if it's just his hands, I have to. 20-fingered Sukuna, like that. When I said each finger's exponential, that has to be true. That honestly just has to be true. If he actually tanked with his hands, not with a binding vow or something. Stream is tweaking. Is it actually? Man, why? Why is it doing this? I'll keep track of... I wonder what end it's on as well, because on the OBS side it's fine. It might be on YouTube's end then, because usually stream is tripping. I wonder though, like, why is it doing that? Because it's fine on OBS, so my internet's fine, right? But I guess the YouTube side of it's broken. I sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with that. My bad about that. Hopefully it just fixes by itself. Reinforcement convinced. If it is reinforcement, that's just nuts. If it's facts, the difference in finger makes, yeah, because people forget this isn't 15-fingered right now. What we're seeing right now is 20-fingered Sukuna. Yeah, even on my phone, I can see it stopping for a moment and bugging. Why? Huh. The stream is what I mean. Stream is good. Isn't the stream actually yeah. Do you think it depends on where, like maybe for certain regions? Because some people it's fine. Some people it's not. Hey, Jeremy, my man. As always, absolute Chad. My best of friends. Tank or not, people need to stop going to the extremes. All them hearing it over again. Did Gojo seem surprised or scared? You can't believe... Exactly! Okay, first of all, thank you for the 140. Much love, much love. This is what I wanted to talk about. People don't realize that... First of all, this is the appetizer. This is the opening shot. This is what Gojo starts with. And in his own words, this is just to say he's the challenger. That's what the point of this was. Gojo himself, right? He's not worried. Like, he's literally talking shit after... He just saw Sukuna tank the hollow purple, and he's talking shit. He's like, yeah, who do you think you are? I'm the one challenging you. Like, I'm the strongest. He's so confident. Like, if this was really his strongest technique, I don't think he would be this confident. I don't think he would be... If he was expecting to kill Gojo with this, I mean, I think he was trying to, but obviously he knew Gojo would survive it, and Sukuna would survive it. And not only that, but like, people are saying, oh, Sukuna's weak, Sukuna's that. To be fair, again, Gojo was buffed, and Sukuna did tank. I've seen less people say that about Sukuna, though. Sukuna did tank an erasing. How does he? I still don't know how he did. That's like so broken. That's actually ridiculous, man. And I actually thank God it happened this chapter, because I could include then because I recorded the Gojo vs Goku video today, actually. So I included that in there. Great hard games for more for Goku. It is what it is. The poll is 50-50 though. It's 53% Gojo. I love to see it. Sukuna's also not worrying. Yeah, Sukuna's. He was angry though. He's definitely angry. That's for sure. Okay, let me get into. Okay, this is this. So I went into this like last. I did this a couple like every stream, but I'll actually name it. I'm just gonna name it Kaio tweets. The Kaio tweets section. Okay. Gojo was playing. I don't think he wasn't playing, but he clearly was expecting Sukuna to tank it, and he just like that was his opening shot, basically. Reminds me of Yuki versus Kenjaku. It's really interesting. Yeah, I mean, man. By the way, getting to see the Gaku. Okay, so just like I predicted. I mean, not predicted. Everyone knew it was gonna happen, but I did call it as well. Yes, we are getting flashbacks. So far, it's looking great. So far, so I was really worried last chapter. Like really worried. I'm still worried, but for sure, I'm less concerned. Because he did fit a lot into one chapter. So Utahimi's curse technique, higher-ups being killed, like Gaku Ganji's moments and everything, some extra panda, you know? So a lot was fit into one chapter. So as long as he keeps this pace up, so he does this consistently, I'm okay with it. My best to Furendo. JJK's hacks is OP, but people want to downplay it. No, for sure, it's overpowered. But just Sukuna's, I mean, the fact that Sukuna did that, man, is ridiculous. Like Gojo's hacks and JJK, of course, in general, but even Gojo's hacks is OP. It just means Sukuna himself is just as hacked. But yeah, everyone forget the name of JJK. His name was Yuji. Who's Yuji? Yuji Itadori. Who's that? Anyway, let us get into the Kaio tweets section. I don't know. I guess it's fun doing this. I don't know. Where is the big monitor so I can show that? Boom. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So this was my literal reaction. So I woke up, probably slept like 3 hours. Today's 3 hours. Yeah, it is what it is. Read the chapter, and I saw like, some people talking about it, and it was just insane. I saw people saying, Sukuna's this, Gojo's this, Gojo's that. Like, they were going insane. They actually go. It's like Jeremy just said, the 140 Zar. How you're saying people are going with the extremes, and then it is true. It really is true. So the agendas have been going crazy. Sukuna fans mocking Gojo for tanking Hollow Purple. Gojo fans mocking... Sukuna lost an arm in the beginning. That's kind of crazy, though. Think about that. That is interesting. And it's looking promising. Yeah, it is looking promising, the flashbacks. And I was like, yeah, I kind of shout out the stream here as well. It is what it is. And after that, I talked about this. So this chapter... This is about 4 hours ago. This chapter gives more evidence to the possibility of Gojo having more techniques. He's only starting off with Hollow Purple as an appetizer. Again, he literally expected Sukuna to tank it, so... You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Respect Gojo. I think Sukuna's a better showing, to be honest. I mean, I don't think either of them had a bad showing. I will say Sukuna's looked more hacks, though, for sure. I want to get into the whole like Hollow Purple 200% thing as well. I do want to get into that later on. But yeah, it is crazy. It is really crazy. 20 Finger Sukuna is built different, man. Like, we are actually getting to see the difference between 15 Finger... I don't know, 15 Finger's not tanking Hollow Purple. He's just not. He really isn't. Like, 100%. 20 Finger Sukuna is different, man. Actually different. And there's this whole argument. So when the translated text came out, I'm not going to show all of it so I don't get cooked. But yeah, it was translated. So like history strongest sorcerer, present strongest sorcerer, right? And people were going absolutely wild, bro. Like people were misinterpreting this so disingenuously and dishonestly. It was ridiculous. It was actually ridiculous, man. I mean, no one wins alone. Having friends makes you powerful. I mean, even Sukuna has Urume. But they are both still lonely in aspects. But we're going to tell you. I see a lot of... Okay, this is actually true. I see a lot of people being dumb and saying GEGE just said Sukuna is the strongest. History includes present. Which, of course, history includes present. But that's not what he meant by the statement. The statement was referring to actual history. Like the actual history of JJK. Right? If you want to be disingenuous, then, again, by the same line, GEGE saying present strongest sorcerer would mean Gojo stronger than Sukuna right now. Obviously, that's not true. That's not true. In the same way where history's strongest sorcerer doesn't make Sukuna true. But I saw people saying Sukuna's strongest. This is crazy. I see, obviously, that's not true. GEGE is saying the strongest throughout history is Sukuna, and the strongest at the present modern age is Gojo, or was Gojo. Because now it's a clash for who's the strongest now. Right? He's clearly not saying one is stronger than the other. The agenda's like, the agenda downplay is crazy. It's crazy to say the least. My man Jeremy Simmons again, my absolute Chad. Gojo still got a plan. More importantly, GEGE has a plan. So people on both sides, Gojo and Sukuna, should not go over the top when. My best of friend, I should appreciate. And whenever you're expecting does not happen, I think it's like people were just really gassed. So the Sukuna fans, it's like going way over the top and saying, "Oh, Sukuna is so impressive," or the Gojo fans saying. In a joke, by the way, in a joking way, it's fine. Like in a joke, and like, oh, look, Sukuna is more impressive. People were being serious. Like people were going die-harding for their takes and their stances. It was wild. Sukuna's still the strongest, though. I don't know. Like again, nothing. Unless you think he's just the strongest, that's fair. But nothing's confirmed. That, if anything, these statements have made it clear that they're on equal footing at the very least. Gojo looking like Kashimo. He really did, yeah. By the way, where is Kashimo? Where is Kashimo? Gotta put the poster up. Missing. He's still missing, guys. He's still. If you found Kashimo, let me know. We have the translated chapter on Twitter. So Miyamura has the whole translated chapter out, like cleanly as well, cleanly. So yeah, even like okay. So basically, I was saying how I don't want people to be. Let's say people being disingenuous or dishonest and interpreting the statements wrongly just for the sake of an agenda and bias. And then this guy, I think actually, yeah, I absolutely cooked him here. He's like literally arguing. He was arguing, yeah, Sukuna is the strongest of all time, and is saying. I think he's arguing. Is obviously, cooked him here with a with a ratio, but he was arguing, like multiple people are trying to argue this guy, and he just kept going. Like multiple people were proving him wrong, and he's proving himself wrong. That's the craziest part. He's proving himself wrong. Where is? Oh, it's gone. That's whatever. But yeah, like I think like, multiple people were trying to like convince him or talk to him, and he just. I don't know. It was insane. But yeah, there are actually people who believe this means Sukuna's stronger. Like, or Gojo. I haven't seen people say Gojo's stronger, but you can imply the same with that same logic, right? Laugh every time he posts that. Yeah, that's the Kashima one. Kashima's scared, shaking, and crying. Actually, I saw Shoma, right? So Shoma, channel mod here. He actually told me or showed me a theory where maybe Kashima was waiting to fight whoever's left, so to fight the true strongest, Gojo or Sukuna. I hope that isn't true. I mean, it'd be weird if, like, I guess Kashimo fights Gojo. That'd be cool, I guess. But I don't know. I really wanted Kashimo to fight Sukuna. And for it to happen after the story's over, yeah, that would imply Gojo and Sukuna are both alive at the end. One of them has to be alive. I mean, it's possible Kashimo's the one who finishes off Sukuna, so that's always possible. All right, let me get into this as well. Let's see. Fraudulent Satoru did have some swag. Fair enough. Sukuna got famous for losing arms. It is crazy, isn't it? To be fair, if you look at it out of context, it is funny how, like, Sukuna loses an arm and people are saying, this is the Sukuna feat, this is crazy, this is incredible. Out of context, of course. With context, it actually is incredible. Tanked a hollow purple and just lost an arm. Is it one or two? I think we just see one arm. We don't know about the other one. So, yeah, I see what you mean, though, Quirkless. Like, it's a funny buff, of all things. Losing an arm is a feat, you know what I'm saying? But it actually is. He actually accidentally wins a rush and got lost. Ryoki Tenkai, yeah. Domain expansion. I see you, Quiet You. I see you. Did Urume survive? Because they were right next to... Were they? Okay, I'm not going to open the translated chapter on stream because I do not want to get copyright strike live because, again, I won't be able to go live for 6 months. Does that happen? Let me double check because I don't remember seeing sorry. Not Miyamura. I don't remember seeing Urume. Let me check. Oh, by the way, the Ichiji stuff, the Urume's curse technique, the Gakuganji stuff, the higher ups. We'll get into higher up stuff now, but I'll get into the rest later. Okay. Let's see. Oh, the hollow purple, like wiping out like the sea, like erasing a sea. Well, obviously not all of it, but a chunk of it. Let's go to Sukuna. I don't think we see... No, at no point do we see Urume next to Sukuna. Not even in the beginning where we get a shot of Sukuna looking at the... By the way, it's incredible how, just like when Sukuna uses curse energy and his curse energy covers the horizon, like see when Ryu sensed it and it covered the skies? Gojo gets a similar feat, so it's great to see that. Obviously they're on the same level. But no, Urume, I don't think at any point Urume is shown of Sukuna. Even in the beginning, so Urume's just not there. I guess they're with Kenjaku or something. But yeah, so Urume didn't die from that, obviously. That would be interesting if he did. Let me open up the chat again on my phone and refresh that. There we go. Okay, now let's get it first. We'll get into each part, don't worry. We'll get into the who killed the higher-ups, because I actually didn't know this until me and Muda tweeted this, so it's really cool. Ichigo carrying. Look, isn't it crazy how the meme characters, like the joke of Utahime and Ichiji being useful against Sukuna, or they're like honored ones, it unironically ended up being true. Like they're actually useful against Sukuna. That's kind of funny. That is kind of hilarious. Yeah. We hit Urume, do we? So they don't know when Gojo will arrive? Oh, right, yeah, okay, fair enough. Because I was just looking at the, just now I was like briefly going over the, what's it called? The actual panel, so I wasn't reading the text. Thank you for letting me know. Eternal Flame, my man, Eternal Flame. Or even Kashimo, yeah, so I guess Urume ducked or something, somehow survived. There's no way Urume just died to that. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. Urume's behind, there we go, thank you. My best friend, Jeremy Simmons. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. So, Uruhime, I think it was Uruhime combined. Urume is there behind Sukuna. Interesting. So, I don't think Urume died, but I guess Sukuna must have tagged, because Sukuna was the one who tagged at the front. So, maybe, hopefully, Sukuna tagged it for them. Stream died again? For real? Is it stream? Okay, guys, is it good? Are we good? Just tell, like, when you say the stream dies, is it just like pausing for a second and continuing, or is it actually like crashing fully? So let me know, guys, if the stream crashed for anyone else as well. Hey, my man, Dynamic Weave, the Gojo hype train has arrived. Choo choo. Yeah, the Gojo hype is crazy, man. The actual Gojo hype is here. I mean, you know me and you, Gojo fans since day one. It ain't dead. So nothing. Did it pause for a second maybe, or stream fine? Like nothing happened. I guess because like 2 or 3 other people were saying it, so. It's fine? Okay, fair enough. Maybe it's just happening in certain regions. Gojo's relying on his friends? Exactly, Gojo's good. Okay, now to get into... Yeah, thanks for letting me know, guys. Hey, everyone. Where do you scale Urume? So even in that top 10 I did with Blaziken, back in like January actually, I had Urume not in the top 10, but I said Urume's probably in the top 10, and if they have a domain expansion, they would probably be... 6, or maybe like between 6 and 8, but that was before Yorozu as well. So, hey, my man Slasher, good to see you catching one of these. All right, now to get into it. Basically, the higher ups are dead. So to show the panel, hopefully this doesn't get me clapped live. If I go get taken down live, it was good knowing you guys. I'll see you in 6 months when the strike goes. But if it would load, hopefully it'll load. Basically, look, we see Inumiki and Yuta, or Fraudster. Right, both of them are traveling in this hallway, which oddly looks... Oh, just crashed. It looks familiar, doesn't it? The hallway that they were traveling down. And they said that they have to do something. So certain translations said, it'll be useful, or we have to do something. And he says the curse technique's going to be useful, or something's going to be useful. Maybe he actually... Okay, I'll just say it. Maybe Yuta and Inumiki killed the higher-ups. Because remember, Yuta knows where the higher-ups location is, because he went there himself. And obviously... Oh, man. I mean... It's the same thing. Like, let me open the thing again. The place where the higher ups is, so you can see them dead here. I don't know. That's crazy if Yuta did that. Like Inumaki as well. Like Inumaki's him, really? Hey, good to see you, enemy stat user, my man. My 6 eyes sees through all agendas. You were just talking about that. We were literally just talking about that now. Like how the agenda Kaisen, man, like actually blinding people, right? Like with this tweet, how people's agendas just like making them disingenuous and dishonest. It's crazy. It's crazy, isn't it? But yeah, because look, it is, right? Like, am I crazy, guys? Is this true? Because I saw Miyamura, obviously he's the one I'm showing his tweet right now. Do you guys think this is true? The Shueisha ops out on Kaio's window, like, bro, there's a knocking on my door, man. I can hear someone knocking, bro. They're here. Shueisha, they send their lads, the boys. Yeah, break a leg or two, you know. Watch out, Kaio. Yeah, I'm gonna be careful. Like, really, Inumaki rolls like that? Him and Yuta, like, they're like that. They pulled up. They actually pulled up on the higher ups. That's crazy. Yorozu, long forgone. I don't know about that, Source King. I mean, we don't know what Yorozu gave, so obviously it's probably a weapon or an item. I do think we're going to see Yorozu again, kind of like how my soul was in the weapon that she created for Maki. I do think Yorozu will interact with Sukuna that way. It'll be really interesting and really funny if that happens. And, you know, I like Yorozu, so I'm for that. But yeah. Please show the next page if it would go. Come on. Come on, load. Yeah, again, like, thoughts on it? Because I guess, Maki's like, he rolls like that. It is him. Like, they pulled up, drive by on the higher ups. Like, uses that guy. My man, Eternal Flame, 5.5 Canadian. Much love, much love. Kenjaku tells Kamo he killed people who ordered Yuji's execution when him and Kenjaku talk. No. Kenjaku didn't. Yes, true, Kenjaku killed the higher ups, but Kenjaku only killed some of the higher ups. He said some, and only the some that didn't listen to him or ordered the execution, right? Because actually, Kenjaku from the get go, he's had a lot of the higher ups in his pocket, but just some of them weren't. So he killed those, and he left the higher ups that were remaining, obviously to be his puppets. And also, I can't remember if it was an interview or a data book or something very, very recently. GEGE did say that so there's like the head of the higher ups. There's the higher ups and there's the head of that, right? So for example, there's the 3 admirals in One Piece, and then there's the head admiral, right? What is it called? GEGE actually did say that Kenjaku has full control over the person who's also the head of the higher ups. So the higher ups themselves and their head, yeah. Much appreciated for the 5.5. You got it? All right, cool. But yeah, so now they basically kill the traitors. They're honestly traitors. Like, they basically sided with Kenjaku and higher ups. It's really interesting. It's really cool. I could see why he would. Yuta and his friends, like Gojo. I'm just saying, they pulled up. Like, goddamn. And yeah, Gakuganji, Gakuganji moments. That I loved it. I actually loved it. I was asking for it since the last chapter. Glad to see it. Inumiki, the higher ups, die, motherfucker. Yeah. Actually, that has to be Fleet Admiral, thank you. That has to be true because, okay, when Yuta said, thanks for letting me borrow it, what if he's saying, Inumiki's curse technique? And he's saying that because he's going to use Inumaki's curse technique to kill the higher ups. What if that's what he meant by, like, yeah, thanks for letting me borrow it, and then walking down to kill the higher ups, and Yuta walks in, and he's like, die. And all the higher ups just right then and there die. That would be kind of crazy. That would be actually kind of crazy. I can't even lie. But yeah, I gotta move. Alright, this is gonna go before I get caught up. Yeah, so you see the area where the higher ups are? Similar. It's similar to the path that Yuta walks as well to meet the higher. Like, it's got to be the same place. As well, we see JJK Zero, both in the manga and the anime. The movie sort of made it more clear. This is the kind of the place where Gojo walked through in the beginning of the anime. Higher ups killed themselves. Yeah, Inumiki is not. I guess it's him. I guess. Like, look at him. He's like, yeah, we're about to roll on these motherfuckers, man. Like, it is what it is. Okay, but the Ichiji stuff as well, man. The Ichiji stuff was, that was something else, man. That was actually something else. Like, we already got Ichiji's moments before the whole Yorozu traitor thing. We got Ichiji's moments again with, so obviously the flashback with the Yorozu situation. Like, we had his flashback and Sora when he's younger. We got it again. When did we get this? Last chapter, actually. We got more of him, like saying, there's more to you. You have a lot to do. Gojo said that. And even this chapter, we're getting more of it saying, you're the only one I trust to do this. Like, unironically, Ichiji's like, he's cooking. He's actually getting developed. We memed on him a lot. We're saying, he's a strong, he's really this and that. Like, he's got to. He actually did stuff. And Utahime as well, getting to see, we already know what Utahime's curse technique was. Like, it was singing related, but we didn't actually know it also included dance stuff. And on top of that, we didn't actually know what it did. So now we know it's one of her techniques, at least, maybe an extension, is buffing. It's buffing people. Really, really powerful and really broken. Not broken. Well, kind of broken. Depends on what you're doing with it. By the way, the author's comments, let me go to... Okay, I got to be very careful here. I'm going to show this on this screen. I'll leave the chat up here. Because I don't want to accidentally show a full... text on Miyamoto's page and get clapped. If I do that, like, I am cooked. Okay, no, we're good. Kaio, where do you scale? Oh, this is like in the past of the chat. Don't worry, I'm looking at my phone. The phone's co-op to the chat. Gojo gave him so much more responsibility. He gave him flashbacks. Yeah, Gojo is like, actually, instead of crushing his dreams, Gojo's awesome, man. Like, Gojo's actually awesome. So, GEGE's comment actually this week. I wanted Utahime to hold a microphone and tape play, so that is a part of a curse technique. But he gave up on the idea for no reason. Interesting. It is interesting to see. So I guess she has to, again, confirm to have a singing curse technique in a day, but way before. And obviously he's confirming it again, but now he's just doing a dance on top of that. So crazy. It is really interesting to see all that. Maybe the singing was... That means GEGE would have had to retcon the data book and his own ideas, which I guess he could have. But I think it's probably both, is where it's leading towards. But yeah, and as well, Gakuganji, getting some character development. So again, if I go back to my old tweets, so I'll go back to my old takes. If it would load, you know. Let's see what people are saying. That, hey, I see Ken as well spamming the Gojo laughing emotes. I mean, should we get into Gojo vs Sukuna? Man, the Gojo vs Sukuna stuff is crazy, man. By the way, yeah, I was spreading the Miwa agenda. Kenjaku's biggest and last mistake will be underestimating her. And the Nobita agenda. I made like a crazy Nobita theory here. Like, Nobita's going to be the key to... I did really well as well, that tweet. But let me get into the thing beforehand. My thoughts on last chapter, so I can go over them. Hey, my best friendo. Gonna keep your love for Maki, fair enough. King Ni, okay, I know it's saying name because you told me last time. King Ni, my man, 5.5 Canadian. You remember Gojo vs Sukuna at the start of the series when Gojo blocked the rubble? Isn't that him blocking the dismantle? Yeah, it is him blocking the dismantle. Can Sukuna even hurt him? I mean, it's always possible that... No, there's no way the cleave and dismantle bypasses the infinity unless he amplifies it with domain application or he turns the infinity off beforehand. Specifically, the neutral limitless part of the infinity. Okay, let me go to... I actually called what was going to happen as well. Let me find it. There's such a cheery song for like such a epic fight that's going on, isn't it? Hey, let's see. Dynamic Weeb. There's a lot of Sukuna copium going around. To be fair, I see it going around both ways. Like a lot of Gojo and Sukuna copium. All I'll say is I don't want to downplay either of them. I just think both of them were insanely impressive. Like that's the way I see it. I don't want to downplay either of them for agendas. But I do see, like you say, I see people downplaying Gojo like crazy. So okay, I actually did cook this. I actually was right about this. The benefit of reading equally is we'll forget all about this. When all the hype 10 out of 10 fights happens, I should have said potentially poor choices. Which, you know, then I did clarify in the same day. So let me go, but it's like at midnight or something. So in the same day, I gave my like final thoughts where this could ruin JJK, but again, oh, my best of Furendo, my man, Jeremy Simmons. Don't get it twisted, you're the challenger. Oh, that's so good, wasn't it? Much love, Jeremy Simmons, full support, man. Much appreciated. But yeah, just like he said, man, just like he said. When Sukuna's like, you're the challenger? I mean, Gojo said that, and then Sukuna's like, brat, like, why are you getting cocky? Like when hearing Sukuna call Gojo a brat, like I needed that. I didn't even know I needed that. I needed it. So yeah, it's like I said, where it could ruin stuff, especially, and it still could be true for future readers. It could not ruin the story, but it could leave a poor taste in your mouth or ruin a section of the story. Obviously, it wouldn't ruin JJK as a whole. That's just blasphemous to say that. Or it would like, yeah, again, ruin like an aspect of just the culling game is what it would ruin, the final arc, not the actual story. But obviously I said, you know, flashbacks, you know, again, Kaio tweets section, like he could easily do a flashbacks. This is what, so again, we did get this. So like I did think, I was coping as well. I did think we are going to get flashbacks. He did really good this chapter. GEGE actually did really, really good with the flashbacks this chapter. I am still worried because of the time frame, but I am less concerned considering how much he fit into one chapter. So he did actually fit a lot into one chapter. So if he does keep this up for the next 25 chapters that are left, he could pull it off. It'll be a lot of flashbacks is the issue. Like a lot of the final fights will be cluttered of flashbacks. And he obviously, also it could be for the rest of the fights he's going to show up just a bit more flashbacks and not too much, which would also be an issue. But I'm less concerned. I'm a lot less concerned after this chapter, seeing he actually is doing the flashbacks, but actually getting a lot of depth to it. And he did fit a good amount into one chapter. So it's looking good. It's looking really good is what I'm saying. I'm still worried, but it's looking good. Got some kind of plan cooking up. Fight cooking well. It is interesting. Yeah, and I mean, so far, we know Sukuna can get hurt. We've seen him get hurt many times before. We still haven't seen Gojo get hurt. Like, I think that's what we're going to need to see next. We're going to need to see Gojo get hurt. Now, oh, congratulations, brother. Jay, thanks for something, Jay. Much appreciated. Hoping Gojo vs Sukuna last chapters before Kashima interrupts. I mean, yeah, Kashima. Where is Kashima? All right, let me go back to where is the thingy? Big more turn that off. Hey, we got Gojo. By the way, those are the flowers for Sukuna. After he mid-diffs Sukuna, those are the flowers he's gonna place on his grave. But yeah, where is Kashima? Where is he? I guess Shoma's theory, because Shoma, again, in case you missed it, Shoma did send me a theory. His channel mod here. He said maybe Kashima's waiting to fight whoever's left. So if Gojo wins, Gojo's the strongest, so he'll fight him. Or if Sukuna wins and Sukuna's left, he'll fight Sukuna. Maybe that's what he's waiting for. It'd be really weird how, again, that would imply Gojo's definitely going to live, or Gojo will have to die, or at least lose, and Kashima will be the one to finish Sukuna off. I mean, it's possible Gojo, okay, Sukuna fights Gojo, he wins. He fights Kashima, he wins, and then Yuji finishes him off. That would be like crazy though. Sukuna would have to run through everyone. You know what I'm saying? Stop the Sukuna disrespect. Who's disrespecting Sukuna? Sukuna's him for tanking 200% purple. It is interesting. Again, just so you guys, because I know a lot of people aren't even aware that there's translated chapters. They just saw the wars. Yeah, Sukuna Gojo is only buffed 20% by Utahime. The 80% came from himself with the incarnations he made, and he did the full hand signs. So again, it is still a buff, like 20% buff. That is still important. But yeah, it's not 100 double exactly from Utahime alone. It's still like so impressive. Okay, so I have to question, how does this work? Let's say you do 200% of Hollow Purple. Like what does that mean? Are you all of a sudden erasing things like double the amount? Like Hollow Purple is something that already erases things completely. It erases things on a subatomic level and erases matter as well. It is an imaginary technique that creates an imaginary mass. What good does it do to make it 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times stronger? The only explanation I have is that by increasing the output, he's just increased the size of it and the speed of it. That's what I think. No, Fort, you haven't, because you're thinking about the translations. It is 200% buff, but we got translations, so let me clarify. I wish I could show you guys. I really wish I could show you guys. We did get clarification that Utahime's curse technique is just, it brings you basically to 120% of your technique's potential, not 200%. Okay, let me show this is, if I get clapped for this, it is what it is, but, and then it later clarifies that Gojo's amping his Hollow Purple because he's saying the full incarnations? Intonations, whatever you say. He's basically saying the full words, and he's making the full hand signs, and that's why it's getting at 80%. The actual translated chapter tells us. I don't blame you guys for not knowing, by the way, because I was mistaken as well. It happens because when we just see the raws, and just briefly translated, we miss out on a lot of these things. Yeah, hey, my man Indigo, by the way, Indigo, you're Indigo on Twitter, right? Just to be 100%, because I think you changed your profile picture on YouTube. Are you? Because I know there's a lot of Indigos as well. A lot of people named Indigo. Surely it's just double radius speed potency. I think the same as well. Because like what incantation. Oh, got it. Incantation. I don't know why it's such a. I think everyone has a kryptonite on certain words. You'll never realize that until you actually stream. Like just certain words. It's just like randomly. It's just random kryptonite. Incantation. Thank you for that. Shinobi. Curse energy is insane. Yeah, but like it's interesting. I don't think it made the Hollow Purple stronger because the Hollow Purple can't become stronger. Like it is, you can't erase more than it's already erasing. You get what I'm saying? It has to be. Judging from how big the impact was and how much it destroyed, it's definitely size, definitely speed because of how fast it was going. I think it was just that, to be honest. You know the Twitter Indigo? Fair enough, they still shout you. Indigo Purple, right? Still shout you. Because I know the actual Indigo though, because I've seen him comment before. He's got like a Griffith profile picture. So like, did he change his profile picture? So yeah, fair enough. I shout you though, Indigo is still a great name. That where Naruto feelings, the full hand sign. Yeah, he's doing hand signs like he's in Naruto, man. It's crazy. Okay, how do you say this? Wait a minute. Emilumi. Is that how you say it? Emilumi? Okay, I think I got your name. Sorry I mispronounced your name. If you have a high enough output, it might just mean you can stop purple. 200% might mean you need a higher output to tank it. That's like, I don't think so. Because if that's the case, you could bypass the infinity with just a higher output, no? And if Sukuna has a higher output than Gojo, with what you're saying, that would mean he could just punch through the infinity. I don't think output you could be true. It could be the case where Sukuna's output and reinforcement is so high that he actually tanked it with his bare hands. Like, no binding vow. So I was talking about this earlier in the stream. I know because like there's like, 100 more people here now. So I'll re-say what I said. Basically, there's 3 possibilities on what Sukuna did. Number 1, he basically just blocked it with a curse technique, maybe using a variation of the Madoka did or something we haven't seen or something we have seen to stop it. Number 2, he did what Hakari did and he made a binding vow to sacrifice his arms. And in exchange, it tanked the Hollow Purple, which I think is the binding vow, by the way. Or number 3, like, actually raw, no rub. Like, he actually just tanked it with his bare hands. If number 3 is true, like, that is ridiculously powerful. I gotta really question how powerful 20-fingered Sukuna is, you know. I can't be number 3. That's just wild. That's just wild, isn't it? My man, Tiberius, or Ty6Rius, how you say it. My man. When he felt Gojo's presence, why wouldn't he pull Maho Wheel out then? I think it's just too fast. Even with the Yoruzu, we saw he needs to say, with my treasure, or with this treasure I summon. And then he makes like the hand signs. It does take a while, and this thing summons. I think it was like a split point 1 second where Sukuna was like, oh shit, it's coming my way. And that's why I think it's the binding vow. We saw the Hakari situation. Hakari in like a naught of a second, like 0.1 seconds, he created that binding vow of his arm. Like, Kashimo grabbed his hand, instantly binding vow sacrifice. Like, he instantly made it. So that's why it can't be it definitely isn't the wheel. It could be, it could be, but then he wouldn't have lost his arm. And plus the wheel wouldn't have, we don't see the wheel behind him as well, so there's that. But yeah, I feel like it just had to have been a binding vow. If it's his hands, like, that's just nuts, isn't it? Again, hey, my man, Eternal Flame, absolute going. Chad YouTube, man, absolutely great YouTube. He's killing it as well, he's killing it. I think Cursed Energy can resist concept attacks. Is it true? Man, I don't know about that. Doesn't that mean... because basically, in case you guys aren't fully aware, the Hollow Purple combines the red and blue, but it's combining specifically the 2 infinities of red and blue. So it pushes them to the infinite extent. Basically, motion, which is red, and motion, which is blue, and reversal, which is red. So it literally collides the infinities of these concepts, and it creates an imaginary mass. So just like Yuki, the Hollow Purple is an imaginary technique with an imaginary mass. Doesn't that mean if you just have a higher output or cursed energy, you could just tank Yuki's punches? Does that mean, like, let's say Yuki tried to punch Gojo or Sukuna could grab with their hands because they have more cursed energy, and it just negates the concept? I don't think so. It's possible, but, I don't want to say it's never going to be the truth. Enemy stand user, my man. Another goated YouTuber. He says Sukuna has all the anti-Gojo techniques like Kenjaku. I mean, we'll see. I think Gojo also has a lot of anti-Sukuna techniques because he's aware he has the 10 shadows. Gojo's probably aware of Maharo's ability. He knows Maharoga, but does he know Maharo's ability? Maybe. Gojo's better off just fighting Sukuna in 2-2-1. He was at 15 fingers. Quirkless Shinobi cooking as well. I don't know. Maybe Gojo's just that confident. Again, because he literally sees him tank. This is why I think Gojo has to have more in his arsenal. Because, again, first of all, before I even explain what happened in this chapter, remember, guys, there has never been a point, let's say in the entire series, when Gojo's needed to go all out, excluding his old teenage arc. So we know when he's a teenager, he already had the Hollow Purple. He has everything we've seen when he's a teenager, everything. Then there's an 11-year gap from then and now. Are you telling me he's learned no new techniques in those 11 years? Like, absolutely nothing? And again, people saying, why have we not seen any of these from Gojo if he does have other techniques? The reason is because he's never had to use it. It's really like, when you actually think, I know, like, because logically it makes sense thinking, why hasn't Gojo used it before? But when you actually think about it, in the Jogo fight, he doesn't even use Hollow Purple or Blue. He just slaps him with red, domain expansion, he's just playing around. He's not going serious in the Jogo fight. He didn't need to use anything else he has. And then it also goes back to, what else? Shibuya. In Shibuya, he didn't use Hollow Purple, he didn't use red or blue. As a matter of fact, he even turns off his base neutral limitless, and he's just going hand to hand. You get what I'm saying? In Shibuya, he was completely nerfed. He wasn't allowed to use anything to not kill the humans. And even in this chapter, we see he was concerned about the humans as well. So I just think there's never been a reason for us to see Gojo at 100% power, everything he has. So I do think that's why He probably has things that we haven't seen. And to just go back into this chapter, if Hollow Purple really is Gojo's strongest attack, and Sukuna just tanked 200% of it, and he's not getting that 200% buff again, I don't see why Gojo would just walk up to him all confident, like, yeah, you're the challenger here. Like, you know, I'm him. I'm the strongest. I'm the real strongest. Like, I don't see why he would be so confident and talking so much shit. And he was expecting him to tank it because of his words. Like, yeah, that was just to challenge you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to confirm, obviously, I'm not GEGE Akatami. I don't know if Gojo has more techniques, but I do believe he just, if so, why is he so confident? Even after Sukuna tanked that. Like, he has nothing to kill Sukuna, if that's the case. Like, absolutely nothing. No break next week. Love to see it. What about Sukuna's cursed tools? Haven't seen any of it yet. Maybe the theories are true where he pulls it out of the tattoo. Probably the shrine, because he summons the flames out of the shrines. We haven't seen Yoruzu's tool as well. I'm just saying, Yoruzu did give him a gift, so we'll see what that is. Envy says, Gojo's definitely got something we've never seen. I hope so. Maxim Alp, Creamy White is going to finish Sukuna off. I do think, I've seen Eternal Flame actually said, before the stream actually, said Max Gold. I think it's going to be the Maximum Rainbow. You know, bro, imagine it, combining all the colors. So maybe he has like an orange. Maybe he has a yellow we haven't seen. Maybe he has other colors, and he combines it all for a maximum rainbow, where it's just like, fuck it. Basically, if Hollow Purple is combining the infinities of red and blue, what if he does have orange and yellow and green? And what if he combines, this is crazy, what if he combines the infinity of all of these? What would he create? Like, that would just blow the planet up. I'm not even gonna lie. So this maximum rainbow, if the myths are true, the legends, if they're true, man, I don't know, that's gonna be crazy. Gojo probably has a maximum technique. Yeah, the maximum rainbow. Yeah, he's gonna have. He's confident because he can't be touched, but that's not the case though. Ilyas, it's not just because of that. If he can't touch Sukuna, he loses, because Sukuna will find a way to kill him with domain amplification or something else, and especially with Mahoruga's wheel. I don't know about that, because then you have no way to beat Sukuna. It'd just be a matter of Sukuna killing him eventually. I think Max Gold, purely because we've seen red and blue, maybe, we'll see. Yeah, with the power of love and the rainbow and a unicorn. We'll see. I'm just saying, it would be crazy. What is it called? Sato Sugo? The shit between Gojo and Geto. Taste the real. I'm just saying, man, sponsored by Skittles. That might be Gojo's technique. Like, we might see a bunch of skills fly out at Sukuna. Him at max speed. Yeah, actually, that's true. He, like, Screen Heroes just said Gojo pure black. Maybe he has, like, black and white as well. So he has, like, green, yellow, orange, black, white. Oh my god. That's crazy. The gray. Oh, this could go so many places. This is wild. Again, it could always be the case where GEGE is like, Gojo doesn't actually have anything. He just maybe has one more technique. So I don't want to overhype it. You know, it's not promised, but you know what my stocks like. You know what my stocks like. Gojo all the way. Gojo doesn't care, man. Casually teleports to anything in Sukuna. It's true, man. And we got the full incarnation as well. By the way, I just want to say as well, Ichiji's whole line, if I can't live up to that, I'll die here. And then we see Utohume's curse technique. Utohume's curse technique is called Soro Kinku. That's how I say it. Soro Kinku. So temporarily, so we have the translations, but I'll read I'm not going to show them. I'll read you guys the translations. Temporarily amplifies the output of cursed energy of any sorcerer, including Utohume itself, within the range of the technique. So then if we scroll up, right, let me open the next part. So again, people were confused by the rules, thinking Utohume gave Gojo 200% buff, which is crazy. By the way, Utohume's technique basically puts you on binding vow. Overtime, sorry. It gives you the overtime binding vow. It's the same multiplier. That's what makes him the challenger. I see. Red plus blue equals nut face. To reach the peak of Jujutsu, right, is the peak of subtraction, right? However, Utohume's doesn't skip anything. Cursed words, hand seals, the dance, the music. She gets... Okay, here we go. People, again, we're confused. Okay, fuck it, I'll show it. If I get clapped, it was good knowing you guys. Nah, I'm not gonna... I can't go that far. I can't show any more of the chat. I'll take a screenshot for you guys. I'll show you the part. Snipping tool. Hey, my man, Greedy Arts. Much appreciated. $2, my man. Gojo can reinforce his curse technique, so disabling it isn't enough. I mean, if Sukuna can just bypass it, I don't know about that. Alright, sorry if the stream kind of pauses for a moment. The visuals, there we go. Taking a screenshot. Alright, I got it. Let me show you guys. OBS. If I get clapped, it is what it is. It was good to know you guys. I'll see you in 6 thingies. Let me turn that off. Okay, here we go. Cursed words, hand seals, the dance, the music. She gets 120% of the effect by elevating her technique into a ritual. So 120% basically of the technique is going to, as what I'm assuming, is going to Gojo. And then, okay, let me hide the monitor again so I can get the next part. I'm not going to show all of it. Go back to that. Let me get the next, I'll show you guys the next part as well. Yeah, don't do it. Ah, it's too late. How long was Gojo in the prison realm? So it was explained that time passed normally, but it was just annoyingly long. Is pretty much where it's going. Gojo, oh yeah, the pink as well. The K-pop powers, isn't it? Black, pink. Alright, next part. Let me show you. I'm not going to show it. Basically, I'm not going to show it for the sake of it, but... Oh, my best of friendo. My man. I kind of like paused for a bit. King Ni. Not all colors equals black. Oh, wait a minute. That's going to be true as well. All colors equals black. Takes you... let's see. Takes you to the cursed realm. Banish? Wait, this is like a... What is it called? Takes you to the phantom zone? Like in Superman or something? Taps into the imaginary concept of his abilities. Adds lore in the box Sukuna used. The barrier realm? Maybe, but... that would be crazy. First of all, thank you again, King Ni. $11, my man. 11 Canadian dollars. Thank you for the schmackaroos, the 11 turtles. Much love. But yeah, like... If it's something where it combines it all, it creates the maximum black, and then it banishes you to the shadow realm, right, to the cursed realm. No, that would be crazy. That would actually be crazy. Just lock Sukuna up like he's in the Phantom Zone. I mean, I wouldn't solve the issue, though. Sukuna would be sealed. Is it like a permanent seal? Or maybe Sukuna would die. It's a nice theory, though. I like that theory. Especially the whole, it could be the black as well. Now, that's crazy. That's crazy. I like that. K-pop power. Shueisha lurking in the chat as we speak. Enemy Stan user knows, man. He knows. Shueisha, well, the Shueisha have their, like, the snitches, man. They're here. The opposite in the chat, man. It is what it is. I'm not going to show anything. I'm not going to show anything. I know they go there lurking. I'm like, sleeper Asians, man, lurking in the chat. It is what it is. Black flash plus blue equals dark blue? I don't think that would happen. I mean, maybe. That sounds like... It sounds cool as well, I'll say. That sounds cool. If it happens, that'd be awesome. Is Yuta even going to meet Sukuna? Let's hope not, because 15-fingered Sukuna would instantly kill Yuta. And then we have 20-fingered Sukuna, right, out here tanking hollow purples of his hand. Let's hope he doesn't run his way. Let's just hope he doesn't run. If Gojo has a ring where he's never beating the allegations, we'll see. Core of Cursed Energy? I think Core of Cursed Energy is more for the understanding, right? That's more for the understanding part. But yeah, overall, this chapter, like, I really have to say, I am really glad to see he did deliver on flashback so far, and he's actually going that way. It's looking great. This chapter, obviously the fighting stuff was always going to be great. Like, there was never a doubt that the Gojo and Sukuna stuff wasn't going to be great. But it's the flashback parts that really make it even better for me. It's just really great to see, especially Gakuganji development. I saw people saying, oh, we don't need to see Gakuganji development. It's pointless. It's useless. There's no point of it. And, you know, here we go. Those people were wrong. Like, now we got the Gakuganji moments, and it's just awesome, you know? Getting to see Gojo's like, oh, you need to be higher up, and he's like, why aren't you guys killing me? And even at his old age, he was changing. Ryu had a mental nerf? Yuta mid-dips? Give Ryu his sword. Give Ryu his sword. And that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, if you're talking, I was talking about Ryu versus Yuta, by the way. I should mean, now, Ryu didn't have a mental nerf. He was just shook. He knew he was dead, is what the issue was. But yeah. And then Sukuna calls Gojo a fucking brat. I just love to see it. You actually love to see it, man. All right, let me actually, I have Gojo in the background. Let me see what the poll's saying, first of all. I'll switch the background to Sukuna as well. But yeah, what is the poll saying? We have 350 votes. That is a lot of votes. Like, I think it's the most votes we've ever had. Let me check the actual results. So we have 56% Gojo? Okay. 44% Sukuna. Sukuna fans, where you at? Where are you at? Your king's losing. I thought this chapter was supposed to make Sukuna look better. It is what it is. I guess Gojo is him, isn't he? I'm just saying. I got my stocks. I got my agendas, all that straight stuff. Let me switch the background to Sukuna. I'll play it fair. To be fair, I always put Sukuna, but maybe this Sukuna one looks really good. Play in window, full preview. Hey, my man, Simply Sage, much appreciated for the $2. My best of friendo. There we go. Thoughts on Kashimo interrupting the fight? Because he was missing in action. Again, actually, just because you said that, let me get the Kashimo image. There we go. We got Kashimo. Yeah, I don't like the idea of Kashimo interrupting mid-fight. That I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of that. It is possible. Again, Shoma shared the theory where He told me, like, showed me his theory where Kashima's going to show up at the end and fight the winner. I really don't like that either. I hope Kashima fight's already happened and we just flash back to it at some point. I don't know. It's probably not going to happen, but because there's a lot of ways this Kashima fight could go. I just hoped it would have gone in the beginning. It would have been really good to see that in the beginning. But maybe 20-fingered Sukuna has a lot GEGE doesn't want us to see of him. So maybe that as well. Gojo has extension techniques of red and blue. Well, to be fair, no. Red and blue are extension techniques. So the way it works, I'll briefly break down how the... do you guys actually want to hear how the Gojo's abilities work? I could actually spend a full 20 minutes breaking it down, like the in-depths and in and outs of it. But okay, fundamentally, I'll just say this. Fundamentally, his two techniques, it's two innate techniques that all of his other techniques are built upon. It's the Six Eyes innate technique and the Limitless innate curse technique. It's off of those two. And with those, he creates the infinity, he amplifies the red and blue, and using the basically... Okay, I'm not actually going to get into it. I could get into like a 20-minute explanation. If you guys want to hear that, let me know though. But yeah, Gojo's, to say the least, it is extremely complicated, but somehow I understand all of it somehow. He's going to appear in the middle of the fight. I would appear if Kashimo appears in the middle rather than Kashimo appearing after one of them's already lost. I would rather have that. Kaneki just says no. Greedy says he wants to hear it. Alright, well, for kind of 50, I'll leave it. It's just lengthy. To be fair, literally in the video dropping on Friday, I go over all of Gojo's. So that's why I'm like really fresh on it. I go over all of Gojo's technique, like in depth, scripted, and everything. So yeah, there actually is no point since you guys will see it. See, enemy Stan, you just put a review. Why not review a spoilers coverage? My man, if you're still here in the chat, shout out you. Shout out you for that. I'll check that out after I'm in here as well. Kashima with his technique, obviously, Kashima with his technique would one-shot Yuta like that instantly. Let's be real, Kashima with his technique's monstrous. But in terms of Sukuna losing a hand, like it's such a weird feat. Am I right? Like it's out of context. It looks crazy. Sukuna losing a hand is a massive feat, but the Hollow Purple. How do you tank his existence erasure or matter erasure from something with infinite mass with your hands? Binding Vow. It's got to be a Binding Vow. Maybe a curse technique, but we'll see. In regards to Utahime, I don't care if it means that she boosts the stats by 20%, or the way it worked could mean... actually, no, that's true. Kisuke, I think that's how you say your name. No, that could be true, actually. Maybe I was jumping the gun that it's scrolling down, that it's specifically... Wait. Let me see. Okay, let me go back to what it was saying. Because when it's saying it enhances everything, it applies to Gojo as well. Because in the next page, we see for the first time, Gojo do the full ritual, his own like hand signs and the sayings for the Hollow Purple. So at the very least... Yeah, no, here we go. It can't be. It can't just be Utahime. No. Because in the next page, we see Gojo himself. The same thing applying to him now that the author just said, where he's doing the full ritual, the hand signs, the sayings for the Hollow Purple to make it stronger. And in the page after that, so translation's already out, he says it fires without skipping any of the steps like Utahime. 200% of Hollow Purple. So it's straight up saying he's getting a buff from saying it himself. So he's getting a buff from both of them. I will say what you're saying could be true, and we'll see more translations where maybe Utahime is giving like a 50% buff and he's getting a 50% from his own technique. Maybe. Or maybe he's getting like a 20% buff from his own. Utahime is a 20% and it stacks to 200% maybe? I don't know. Yuta or Hakari? I mean, I made a remastered video on that. I do think it depends on the circumstances. Where did that come from? Where did Yuta versus Hakari come from? I think it depends on the circumstances of the fight. Like, why are they fighting? Is it a spa, fight to the death? Is it in the current game for points? Depending on that, and, you know, if they're trying to kill each other, either Hakari wins or Yuta wins. But both of them have a really good chance. So, yeah. Comedian plus Black Flash equals Clown? We'll see. We'll see. Can Yuta heal limbs? Yes, his hand, not his hand, sorry. Not his arm, his hand. Yeah, it was his hand. His entire hand got disintegrated by a reused Granite Blast, and he heals it. Like, right then and there, he heals it. So, yes, he can actually regenerate disintegrated limbs. Sad we won't see Heian era Kashima. Kashima's not from the Heian era. He's 400 years ago. Not Heian era. But we got to see him as an old man, at least. Yuta solos? I don't know about that. Ah, man. All right, listen, the poll is almost at 400 votes as well. Like, people are confident about this Sukuna versus Gojo. But yeah, I won't show the panels, but yes, it is. At the very least, Gojo is getting a massive amp from doing the hand signs and doing it himself, saying the curses, as the author says. But again, a buff as well from Utahime, so there's that. So Sukuna finds his true love in this fight. Is it crazy? Isn't it crazy, guys? Like, we are here. We are actually at Gojo versus Sukuna. This is happening. This is where we are. We got the beginning where he wipes the Seiya. By the way, I do get to see, I'm looking at the translated panel now when Sukuna realizes the attack and he goes to block it. Yeah, I also see Uruhime behind Sukuna as well. Yeah, I do see that now. He looks kind of shook as well. Definitely he's not dead for that because Sukuna's in front of him tanking it. Sukuna looks dead serious, by the way. When he realizes it, there's like a dead serious expression on his face, like, oh shit. Ichiji, how would have thought Ichiji would have like tricked or trolled Sukuna and put him off? By the way, enemy stands, I got a notification you put your video out as well, the spoilers coverage, so I'll be checking that out. And I recommend you guys checking that out as well after the stream. Enemy stand uses video. So yeah, shout you. Bloodlusted, exactly, Eternal Flame summed up my thoughts right. Bloodlusted Yuta wins, in character Akari wins. I mean, the remastered video I made on that, I'm really, really proud of that. It's honestly one of my favorite JJK videos I've ever made, that Akari versus Yuta one. The remastered version specifically. So yeah, you can just check that out if you're interested. Losing an arm in the age of is the age-old JJK tradition. Everyone just loses arms, man. Kenjaku lost both his arms when he got punched by Yuki. Inumiki lost an arm. Hana lost an arm. Sukuna payback. Did Sukuna lose? Okay, first of all, both of his arms are one arm. Let me scroll up to check. Wait. I think it's just one arm. Let me actually open the page to see. Yeah, you're the challenger here, fucking rat. That's crazy. Oh my god, this is something else, man. This is something else. What did I title the stream, by the way? I just want to remember. GEGE, this was insane. All right, fair enough. I thought I titled it Gojo destroyed Sukuna. Ichiji the real goat. Ichiji is crazy. It did destroy both his hands. Okay, it does. We see both of his hands are healing, but he's healed his left hand first. So we see like his left hand is like smoke is coming off of it, so it's fully healed, and he's begun to heal the right arm as smoke is coming off of that as well. So yeah, both hands. Interesting. I was gonna say if Gojo took the arm Sukuna bit off from Hana, that would have been very ironic. Poetic justice, as they say, isn't it? You think Yuta can cook beef stew? Yes. I think he can cook beef stew. That's an interesting question. Who's your current top 5 strongest? Gojo, number 1. Sukuna, number 2. To be honest, they're about the same strength, so it is what it is. But you can switch either, it doesn't matter. Number 3, I have... Okay. Maybe Angel. Maybe Angel. Actually, no, I should say number 3. If the light novels are to be taken as true, which I know some people are saying the light novels aren't canon. I see a lot of people say that. I don't know 100%, but most people say it's not canon. If the light novels are true, all 3 of the vengeful cursed spirits of the 3 previous clan heads are actually stronger than every other character we've seen. So they would take the next 3 slots. So it'd be Gojo, Sukuna, and those 3. Because Gojo does say that the Michizenin, or whatever his name was, like the head of the Gojo clan, originally who became a vengeful cursed spirit in the Heian era, he's as strong as him in the light novels. He says that. But again, is it canon? I heard Yuji? Whoa, Yuji, where did Yuji come from? Bro, listen, nobody is talking about that fraud right now. We have the real MC fighting the main villain right now. Gojo, Satoru Gojo right now. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, history's strongest sorcerer, present strongest sorcerer. Like, that's crazy. So basically, the 2 strongest. Now it's actually a fight to find out who is the strongest. So Sukuna was the strongest throughout history, right? For all of history, he's been the strongest. And in the present, so present meaning obviously now. GEGE, by the way, I just want to clarify. GEGE isn't saying present as in literally in the moment right now, because that would mean Gojo. He's saying Gojo's stronger. He's not saying that. He means present as in the modern day, the modern age. Gojo is the strongest sorcerer. We're actually getting it, man. This is crazy. This is actually crazy. By the way, I cannot wait for the trash talk that's going to come next chapter. Like, throughout this entire fight, honestly. They're going to be trash talking like crazy. Goody says, leave my boy Yuki alone? I think he meant Yuji. Nah, Yuji, where is he? There was this whole, he swapped souls. I mean, it'd be really cool if had that been true, but yeah, I guess he didn't swap souls with Gojo, did he? Yuji's never bringing the fraud MC allegations. He's never being those allegations. Yuki is definitely top 5. It depends on, again, the... Yuki's... I don't know. I don't even know about that. Like, Yuki might be in my top 7. Okay, let's say we're not saying the 3 vengeful cursed spirits. Let's say we're not including that. I actually have Angel at 3rd. I guess in-law Angel, so not... I want to clarify. Hana and Angel are 2 separate fighters with two very different skill sets. So, Hana's... Is Hana even in the top 10? I don't even think Hana's in the top 10. Maybe in the top 10, but we'll see. But yeah, I have Angel 3rd. In-law Angel, like hypothetically Angel 3rd. Kenjaku 5th. And I have Yorozu 4th. But I also have so the clan head of the Sugawara should be stronger than Yorozu since Yorozu joined their clan. So that person, whoever that is, should actually be either 3rd or 4th. So Yuta would be then in that situation either 6th or 7th, and then Yuki would be like 6th or 7th either. What did Snack Dog say? I saw he got timed out for... Kashimo 3, Yuta 4. Yeah, please don't spam. It's funny, but thank you for getting ingredients. Please don't spam the snap dog. You got like a 5-minute timeout. Bro, you got like the Yuta treatment. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you're enough time. Kashimo 3, Yuta 4, Geeky 5. Oh yeah, we're not even including Kashimo's curse technique while he's got his curse technique. Yeah, if we include that, he would be top 3. Oh, this is crazy. Would he be even stronger than how strong is this Sugawara head? You know what I'm saying? Now you got it, ingredients. No, you're right. He's spamming. You're right for that. I appreciate it. Thanks. Kenjaku actually slams Yorozu with his domain? We don't know that for sure, though. I mean, we don't... Because, again, what goes into a domain clash isn't just it being open. That doesn't mean you just win. Even in Yuki's case, Yuki would have had she wouldn't have won, but she would have done really good had she expanded her own domain. It's to do with how good you are with barriers. I know openless domain is like a great barrier feat, but I do think more goes into it. And, you know, Yorozu was said to have amongst the high in error top tiers, she has, obviously cursed output is amongst the top tiers, and the amount of cursed energy she has, and reinforcement is also among those top tiers. So that's why I actually have her at there. Yorozu is unironically a Ryu victim, but the thing is, Evan Johnson, the author said literally that she's stronger than Ryu. So basically, Uro has a squad called the Celestial Squad, or basically it's like a group of assassins, right? The Stars and Moon, like Sun and Moon squad, like Stars, Sun and Moon. And this group comprised of Uro being the leader and other members who are really powerful. At the bare minimum, these other members have to be, and I mean have to be, stronger than the highest grade 1 sorcerers in the series, considering how powerful the High Era was. Because they're all considered elite. By the way, all of them are considered equally elite, so they have to be well stronger than grade 1. And obviously Uro is a part of them. Yorozu, keep in mind, a younger, weaker version of Yorozu beats basically someone who's as strong as Uro and Ryu. Oh, congratulations, my man. Thank you for subscribing. Insane is something. I think it's just insane. Thank you for subscribing. But yeah, a weaker and younger version of Yorozu beat basically someone as strong as Uro alongside 4 other people, so it's the Void Generals, who are probably almost as strong as Uro as well. At the bare minimum, they're very close and way stronger than grade 1. And she beat them in a 5v1. This isn't no Yuta Mickey Mouse situation where it's a free-for-all, and Ryu, basically the people who damaged Uro the most was Ryu and Kurouchi, right? Or where Ryu is getting damaged from Uro, and, you know, it was a free-for-all. To be fair, no disrespect to Yuta, I know I just disrespected him. But no real disrespect. Obviously, people who say it's a 2v1, again, out of your mind, that's not what's happening in the story. It was a free-fall, though. I respect him for winning that free-fall. You know, he took advantage of what was going on. Respect it. But Yorozu wasn't in a free-fall. She was in a true 5v1 against an elite, by the way, elite Heian era squad. That, not only are they a squad, right, but that means that they can use, an elite squad, they can use all their techniques in synchronization and in combination, and they're well aware of how all of their strengths work. So it goes far beyond even it just being a 5v1. It's an elite Heian era squad. I don't know, guys, you know what I'm saying? And then we have current Yorozu. Current Yorozu would slap Rika or Ryu or Uro, pretty much in law. But it is people really underestimate 15-fingered Sukuna and all that. So they think Yorozu is not strong. Let me see what people are saying, actually. I'm curious. I know Yorozu is hated a lot. So it's less about Yorozu's actual feats and what the narrator said. It's actually less about that, but it's more about because people find her annoying. And they love Yuta. Like, I love Yuta as well. But it kind of clouds how they see it is the issue. Yuta Mickey Mouse is crazy. It is what it is. It is what it is. Usually, Yorozu shouldn't be top 5. See, do you know what I'm saying? Shinobana says Yorozu shouldn't be top 5. It messes everything up. See, I actually agree with you. I don't think Yorozu should be this strong. I think it's like, it is crazy to think that this Heian era sorcerer who's just a part of a clan is this powerful. But again, it goes to show how strong the Heian era is. And I agree with you, like, it's, you know, it messes everything up. It doesn't feel right, but it's what the evidence says. Like, I don't know what to say. Even I myself think Yuta should be, you know, pretty close. She basically beat 5 Uros, yeah. And not in a free-for-all, like, where Yuta had a 3v, what is it, like a 1v1v1v1? Or 1v1v1v1, right? Like, something like that. No, it was a 5v1 against an elite Heian era squad. With 5 of them all being equally strong, the 5 Void Generals. It's crazy. It's crazy. The narrator said it as well. Narrator said it. Yeah. But it is what it is. But is she slapping Kashimo? Probably no if Kashimo's curse. I think Kashimo's curse technique puts Kashimo Sukuna Gojo level, like at least very close. You know, Kashimo's curse technique is going to be... Because it's not as normal... Again, it's curse technique amped with multiple binding bounds at the bare minimum. But yeah. Armored Yorozu is top 5. I mean, Armored Yorozu is just Yorozu, right? And then obviously she has an infinite pressure sphere, which you can just use normally. It doesn't need to be of a domain. Like, man, I don't know. That's just wild. That's just wild. Yuta destroys them. They greedy arts. I see it. Yeah, people, yeah, see John Stark. They underestimate her because it's not just because she has less screen time. She's also hated a lot, so it goes into feelings as well, you know? It goes into that as well. It is what it is. Yorozu's True Sphere was insane. Enemy standing in the nose. You know, we made that Yorozu versus Yuki video. We cooked with that one. Yeah, True Sphere is ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, okay, let me check the actual poll as well. We have 415 votes. That is wild. That is actually wild. Let me open up the poll. Let's see who's winning. Really? Gojo is winning. And by a decent amount. Huh? Sukuna fans? Sukuna fans? Where is your king? Where is your king? That is wild. No, I didn't think, to be honest, I didn't think, especially after Sukuna tanked the Hollow Purple, I didn't think that would be the case. I domain expansion is crazy? Yes it is. He's gonna copy all that? And it's not simple. It's not that simple. I mean, even if he could copy all that, he can't use it as well as her. And what makes Yorozu crazy is her insane output. Like her the amount of curse energy she has is ridiculous already, but it's her output which is ridiculous. He can't copy that, unfortunately. And he only has 5 minutes. Who's best barrier user domain? Tengen. I think it's confirmed to be Tengen. And then after Tengen, it's probably Sukuna and Gojo. And then it's... Yeah, and then it's Kenjaku. Maybe Kenjaku's better, but at least in a domain clash, I think Sukuna and Gojo would win. But yeah, no, Kenjaku's probably... Just in terms of barrier, Kenjaku's second. But a domain expansion, Kenjaku would be 4th. Crollo from Hunter x Hunter, Yuta? Loki. Oh, Loki. It is... Hey, Reverse. Good to see you, man. I saw you tweet out you're going to catch the stream. Good to see you here. Gojo fans, for real? It is what it is. I'm a Gojo fan. It'd be what it be. Hunter x Hunter doesn't have good skill. Hunter x Hunter's got God tier scaling. Whoa. What do you mean? Hunter x Hunter's got God... Unless you mean how strong they are. Like, you're saying the verse isn't strong. Then, oh, yeah, you're right about that. Like, the actual verse isn't too overpowered. But yeah, the scaling is God tier in Hunter x Hunter. Get Hunter... Oh, yeah, you guys... Oh, so Gritty confirms. Yeah, you guys are referring to how strong they are. Get Hunter x Hunter speed of sound out of it, bucko. It is what it is. It is what it is. It be what it be. Alright, guys. I will go on... How long have we been up? I will go on for... It's been a while. Yeah, I'll go on for probably 10 more minutes. So, fire everything at me. Whatever you guys want to ask, whatever you're curious about, fire it all at me. Like, right here and now. Because, man, there is a decent amount to talk about. But I think we did cover a lot of it. We went through the Kaio tweets section. We went through Gojo versus Sukuna, you know. The disgraced one versus the true honored one. Like, it be what it be. I'm just saying. Sukuna called himself the disgraced one. His words, not mine. So be it be. Think Crollo can beat Yuta? Probably. Yeah, I haven't thought about it too deeply. I'm just saying off the top of my head, because Chrollo has some ridiculous feats as well. Off the top of my head, yes, but I haven't given it thought. So that's the thing. Chrollo with prep is crap. Chrollo with prep would win. I'm saying about prep. Chrollo with prep would destroy Yuta. Like, it's not even. To be fair, prep is unfair though. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you know what I'm saying a lot. So don't know why. Sukuna's as good as barriers as Kenjaku. I'm pretty sure it's confirmed Kenjaku's the second best to Tengen himself. So I do think domain expansion obviously Sukuna and Gojo is better. Sorry, you meant the verse, not the high tiers. Oh, you mean like generally the verse? Fair enough. In verse, Hunter x Hunter's amazing scaling. Gotcha. Gojo Sukuna, who's your money on? Gojo. Listen, I think Gojo's stronger. I think he's stronger. All right, I know Sukuna's got like a quadrillion amount of techniques, and it's gonna go back and forth for a while. I just think Sukuna's gonna win via an underhanded method, like whether he wants it or not. Maybe Kenjaku and Sukuna, Kenjaku and Tengen help, or maybe he does the Megumi switch where he switches to Megumi. He's about to lose, like, Gojo, please save me, and maybe something like that. We'll see. But obviously, Sukuna's will win. He has to win narratively. He just has to win. But I do think Gojo's stronger is the thing, and I think Gojo might win, but then Sukuna kind of like sneakily does a backhanded thing and takes him out that way. So Gojo would win the fight, but he wouldn't win. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know what I'm saying? Why do I say that? Today I'm just saying that a lot. I don't know why. I never usually say that. How does Chrollo tank Rika Kamehameha? He just dodges it. I mean, he dodged, what is his name? Killua's dad? He dodged his energy beam, so there is that as well. I think Tengen wants it to look like Sukuna. If you mean the mummy, I mean, there's so many theories, like maybe it's Sukuna's twin, the mummy that he had, or maybe it's a clone, like you're saying, like maybe he made it to look like him. We'll see. Did you read Blue Lock? I do not. Maki versus, maybe in the future, Maki versus Toji. I got Maki because she's in a physical prime. Toji said he's rusty, but I have Toji being a better strategist, and especially a better assassin. Like, he's a much better assassin. Like, had Toji been in the situation Maki was of Sukuna, he wouldn't have, like, posed like a JoJo character. It looked really cool, like posed like a JoJo character. He wouldn't have done that. He'd have snuck up behind, like slithering like a snake, like he's Randy Orton, right? Snuck up behind him and boom, stabbed him right in the back of the Soul Calling Katana, and Sukuna would have shot his pants right there. Just like how he stabbed Gojo in the hidden inventory. That's what Toji would have done. But no, Maki's got that swag, you know. She's she's got the drip, posing like she was posing on Sukuna. Like, who are you, right? Like, who do you think you are? Trading blows with him. But I think Maki's physically strong, again, because of the whole Prime statement. Enemy Stallion user, my man, says, anyone still interested in this merger? Yeah, bro, what happened to the merger? I mean, I was talking about it with, like, theories, people talking about the Nobita thing. But yeah, like, nobody's interested anymore. To be fair, it is Gojo versus Sukuna, so that's understandable. Will Yuta get a barrierless domain? I don't think so, actually. I don't think he will. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Saint Sleepy said that. He said that, you know what I'm saying. So will Jojo die? If you mean Maki, no. Do you think Gojo be the main villain? I don't think so. I think even if Gojo comes back as a vengeful cursed spirit, I mean, as we saw with Naoya kept a lot of his ego, a lot of his personality. I think Gojo has more ego than... Man, I'm speaking at light speed as well. How do I do this? How am I speaking so fast? I don't know. But yeah, considering... Sorry, I don't even know why I said that. Considering we saw Naoya, he has such a strong ego that he remained, or he kept all that ego after he turned into a vengeful cursed spirit, and considering Gojo has the biggest ego possible, he's definitely keeping all of that. So if it's true, if Blaziken's theory is true, like, that'd be wild. Kurapika versus Kenny, Kenjaku should wipe his ass with Kurapika because of scaling. Maybe Yuta would be, I don't know, Chrollo is something else. I don't know, this is tough. The fight happens on the same date Gojo died, isn't it? Yes, the 24th of July, December, not July, the opposite side. Toji wouldn't sneak up on his son? That's true, I mean... Yeah, it is crazy to think, right? It's still, like, Toji's son is Megumi. I can still never comprehend that. I'll wrap my head around that. Hunter x Hunter is more JJK Dark Continent? We'll see. Hacks. A thriller PvE. What's good? What's good, man? Gojo does questionable things. I think he kills the higher-ups. Actually, Kasir, I actually think it was Yuta. I mean, it could have been Gojo for sure. But it's possible that it was Yuta. I showed this in the beginning, so I'll show it again for people who missed it. Yeah, let me, first of all, image, that can go. We got the Sukuna background, you can see him in the background. Let me show my screen. The big screen, where is it? There we go. Okay, it's likely it was actually Inumiki and the fraudster Yuta Okkotsu that killed the higher-ups. So, when if it'll load, like once it loads, you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, like when they're walking down the corridor last chapter, it looks exactly like the corridor that you go to meet the higher ups in that same area. Yeah, like it's the exact same thing. It's the exact area where the higher ups, and they say like, yeah, it'll be useful in other translations. Like this will be good to use now. And I think he's referring to his curse technique, but specifically to kill the higher ups. Like Yuta probably walked in there using Inumaki's curse technique and said die, and all the higher ups just died instantly. Probably not considering the way they died, which I'll show next page, because. Yeah, like they didn't. It didn't look. Maybe actually, let me see again. Did they all die in a similar way? It looked like they got beaten physically, so maybe he didn't use Inumaki's curse technique to get them. But we'll see. While that, hey, Phoenix with some flair. Good to see. Hey, my man, Phoenix. It has been a long time since I've seen you. Yes, since I last jumped on stream, it has been a while. It has been a long time, Phoenix. How are you doing? Absolute OG here. Good to see you. Yeah, a lot of new faces for sure. Maharoga solos the verse? I don't know about that. I think Sukuna's going to summon multiple Maharogas with the Chimera Shagon, and Gojo's going to take care of all of them. On God, Jackaboy? What a Jackaboy? Let me scroll up. Fat dude from Hunter x exams negs. Oh, you're the troll, the guy who like fails people on purpose and puts laxatives in their drinks and food. No way, Inu Mickey Mouse, poor body. I mean, what is it called? The Mickey Mouse gang, Yuta and Inu Mickey. Like, they rolled together, they pulled up. Okay, let me see how they died. It looks like it looks like something like people were brutalized. People were brutalized here. So it looks like it's a similar method, but maybe not with his curse speech. Maybe he used his curse speech to say stop moving to the higher ups, and then he killed them. That would be dark if Yuta did that. Well, he copied Inumaki's. That's why he's saying thanks for letting me borrow it. Uses Inumaki's because again, same area, the higher ups. He uses his curse and he says stop moving. And then Rika while they stop moving, Rika comes out and kills them. Because it looks like that. I'm not going to lie, it looks like Rika's the one who killed them. It looks like Rika's claw marks. Let me go back to the next page. That is, by the way, imagine not being able to move and knowing you're about to die. Like you're frozen in place and you see death. That is horrifying. Yeah, because look at the way they die. This is something like Rika would have done. Oh my god. We'll probably never find out. We'll see. Doing pretty great, honestly. Live stream me. Hey, good to hear. Ryan going smoothly. D&D campaign wrapping up. Manga's cooking. It's good to see you, man. But I thought you just vanished, man. I was like, where is he going? I see Space. I hope Space is edible. He still comes up every once in a while. He shows up every once in a while. Yeah, where's Phoenix? It's good to see. It's really nice to hear you do well. I'm happy. I'm actually really happy. That's nice to hear. Manga ending so quick. It is what it is. Bro, if Yuta killed him, I think, yeah. Miyamoto kind of must have cooked with that. I can't even lie. Yeah, and the translators note, by the way, did say bad boy. They called Gojo the strongest bad boy, so it is what it is. That's interesting. I think that it said that. Yeah, here's, my tweets. We already went, we did the Kaio tweet section in the beginning. We always go through them in the beginning, the tweet section. Yeah, Kaio tweets, already done with that. So if you're curious, you can just go back to the beginning of the stream and see us go through over all of that. It'd be what it be. Rika's scary, yeah, for sure. Light mode ending me right now. I use dark mode on my phone, just on my laptop. Yeah, it's light mode. Rika clapped them for sure. What if Sukuna? There's no reason for Sukuna. Sukuna could not care less about the higher. Like honestly, couldn't care. He just doesn't care. And again, they're all on his side because all the higher ups that remained, because Kenjaku cleaned them out, they're all on Kenjaku's puppets pretty much. So there's no reason to kill them. Netero versus Yuta? Netero probably gets it. Adult Gon versus Toji? That's tough. Probably maybe Adult Gon. We haven't seen the limits of Adult Gon, but if Adult Gon's the strongest meta, maybe Adult Gon actually. Fell off JJK for a hot minute. Was not quite liking the crack addict based speed was going. Other questionable stuff. Yeah, I feel you. I definitely feel you. But yeah, now that like Gojo versus Sukuna is happening, it is. It's time. Even if people have dropped JJK or whatever, this is the time to come back on. This is the time. But yeah, good to see you back on JJK, and good to see you doing well. Most importantly, good to see you doing well. Imagine your last memory seeing Rika. It's not even just seeing Rika. It's you physically can't move as this monster's killing people in front of you is coming to kill you. It's impending death. That's horrifying. That is genuinely horrifying. Kaio, you reckon Yuta Fujiwara DNA? Actually, bro, that was actually clarified in an interview very recently. Basically, Yuta's not Fujiwara, by the way. He's just Sugawara. which is really weird. I feel like it's really weird, but I will say I'm okay with it because the reason is very funny. So what is the reason why what's her name? Udo, I said Yorose. Udo called him Fujiwara. Well, GEGE actually reveals in an interview that Udo just calls anyone she hates Fujiwara. That's it. It's just a gag. If she doesn't like someone, she's like, oh, you're a part of the Fujiwara. You're a Fujiwara. It's as simple as that. It doesn't suck that we would like blue balled that badly, or I don't know. It does suck that it happened and that GEGE did that, but I am okay with it simply because it's just such a funny. The reason is so stupid. It's so funny. I'm actually okay with it. she just calls everyone she hates Fujiwara, so it is what it is. Adult Gon is actually him as an adult, but if Kid Gon, yeah, a Kid Gon definitely gets absolutely mugged by Toji, by the way. But Adult Gon, like, yeah, if he's actually as strong as Medum, like Pito says, probably Adult Gon. And we don't even know what else he could do. We don't even know. Kenny was a Fujiwara. it is what it is. Udo the profile. It really is like that. All right, let's now that the stream is wrapping up to an end. By the way, really great. By the way, it was really good. We did really good today. Appreciate everyone for coming by. It was very fun. 500 votes in the polls. We got 500 votes. 56% on Gojo. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Sorry if the mic just peaked when I clapped, but that is what I'm saying. It'd be what it be. Let me take a screenshot of that as well. Yeah, here we go. And get that. So we have 450. That's mad, guys. That's mad. I am a Fujiwara. Damn, just like the Miwa panel. Took a while for the calling games to grow on me. Calling games really good. Understandable if it did. Because yeah, Shibuya was just such a hype. Udo the Fujiwara hater. Have a nice evening. You too, Elite Teddy Bear. You too. Have a nice evening too. And to everyone else, have a great day. I hope you guys did enjoy the stream. You know, whether you're a Sukuna fan, let me get some outro music as well. You know, last thing, tell me, just say now, Gojo Sukuna. Just type it. Gojo Sukuna. Whose stocks are you investing? While you do that, I'm gonna get a really good outro song. Let's see. I mean, you know me. You know your boy, KB, Kyle Breeze. Mr. Breeze, you know, Breezy all here. Where are these nicknames? How did I come up with those? I think some of you guys came up with them before, actually. Yeah, it is, you know, I'm on Gojo. It'd be what it be. See you later. Yeah, thanks for coming by. Kaiser, Phoenix, Not Envy, Snack, Jack, Bruh, Dragon, Nerva, hopped in right in the end. Yeah, I even went a bit long. I was planning on only doing an hour because I got to edit, but I put in that extra 30 minutes. Gojo, I've seen Gojo Sukuna. I've seen what people think. Okay, so Envy's on Gojo, Ken's on Gojo, Shin is on Sukuna, Adora's on Sukuna, Noel's on Gojo, Kaisa's on Gojo. I'm gonna try and remember. Okay, I'm not gonna remember everything. I'm gonna try and remember this though. Tyrus on KOC. I don't know what KOC means. Then Daniel on Sukuna, Snackdown on Sukuna. A lot of Sukunas. K Breezy, that'd be me. Sukuna forever. Okay, John. Sukuna. All of a sudden, the Sukuna fans just came at the end. It was pretty even, but then Sukuna took over. Interesting. All right, good to know your thoughts. Good to remember this. I'll see this. Obviously, Miwa. Yeah, Miwa's that's not even a question. Miwa's the top tier. Maybe this song as an outro. Yeah, for sure. Wait, what about this one? No, okay, I'll go with this one. I'll turn the music up. Okay, so the music's gonna be louder. But yeah, that's all. Again, thank you for coming by. It's much fun. Anyone who donated, became a member, gifted memberships, just if you're commenting just regularly, just even if you're just watching for this whole thing, you never commented anything, thank you. It really does mean a lot, like all of you. It's awesome. It's really fun. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I really do hope you guys have a great day. And that is it. Miwa Solos, Gojo, Miguel. Oh, my man. I think that's old. By the way, I don't think someone just became a member. Yeah, this tends to happen. Let me mute this. Whenever I switch to the other scene, so because I switched the stream ending, it's playing back when people became a member from beforehand. Oh, I muted the thing and it's still doing it. Why? Yeah, it's getting like old donations. Oh, damn it. I might have to go back to... If it does it again, I'll switch to the... Yeah, it's bugged. I'm gonna have to... It's bugged. Ignore it. These are past notifications. I'm gonna go back to this. I guess I'll end it on this screen, looking at Sukuna. But yeah, Snack Dog, Dragon... the Foreign Soldier thing, yeah, it is what it is. Agree.